Hello everyone. It says that we are live, so I am hoping that we are live. I'm looking on my phone real quick right now just to make sure it switches over, and it looks like we are live. So awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and show you something that I think is pretty exciting today. You may have seen Ken Oliver of Ken Oliver Crafts give you a preview yesterday of some of the brand new Colorburst that are coming to the Colorburst family. I'm super excited that we have 6 of those colors that are coming for brand. So they are colors that match our color palette currently. They match our ink palette, and I'm really excited to share them with you and create a project today. So we have 2 colors that have been revealed, and I'm not going to pull all of the colors out because I just want to show you which ones have already been revealed. And the colors that have been revealed are Rouge and Jack-o'-lantern, which I will show you right here on our overhead camera. So we have Rouge and Jack-o'-lantern that have already been launched. So we're going to do a quick little, I guess you could say a quick little demo today of how, oops, I dropped one, how these work, and I'm really excited to share them with you. I don't know how many times I can say how excited I am because, again, this is the first time that there has ever been a Colorburst pairing between Ken Oliver and another designer, and I am just absolutely ecstatic that they picked us here at Brutus Monroe to actually create that partnership. So what I'm going to first and foremost do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a piece of our brand new smooth watercolor cardstock. So this comes in a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch piece. So the 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch piece is already cut down. Now what I do when I'm using Colorburst, because I like to use a lot of water, is, and you can see my mat is very crumpled but still works beautifully. We have 2 pieces of the watercolor cardstock, but what I did was I took a piece of our surface board, which comes just like this. I'll show you here. This is the 12 by 12 that I used today because it can take quite a beating. So since it can take quite a beating, I taped it onto the back so that we can add a lot of water and a lot of, extra goodies to this paper when we're drying it, and it's not going to affect or hurt anything that we're working on. So today I'm going to use our rose background stamp. This is one of the 4 by 6 background stamps, and as you can see, it's been very well loved. So I've used a lot of the surface inks on this guy, and that doesn't hurt anything. Don't worry, if your your stamps are stained, it's not going to hurt a single thing. And hello everyone that I see joining in. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm just taking a little bit of the Brutus Monroe embossing ink. This is our clear ink, and I'm going to grab my embossing buddy because I did remember to use it this time. And I'm just going to add a little bit of powder onto our background just to make sure that all the oils from our hands do not mess up the embossing. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to stamp this straight down. And if it's a little bit wonky, that's okay, because we are going to use it just as our background. So I'm just pressing very firmly to make sure that the ink adheres where it's supposed to adhere. We lift up, and that kind of sticky sound is a good sound because that means we got a lot of ink on that piece. Now I'm just going to take some of our icicle embossing powder. You don't have to use icicle. You could actually use our alabaster if you would like. I just like the effect of icicle because sometimes some of the Colorburst will actually move underneath of the piece, which I think is really cool. So I'm just going to tap a few times on the back here, and then I am going to heat set. But first, I'm going to do the other one as well, just so we have 2 of them ready to go. Whoops, and I'm tossing stuff all over the place. I'm a little rusty. If you guys haven't noticed, I haven't been live in a while. So I'm excited to be live with all of you again. And we're going to be trying to do a lot more of the live stuff soon, now that we have our offices are really